snagging the popular Ancient Apparition first. The techies they used in Game 1 is unbanned, but we'll see if they want to go back for it.
10 seconds remaining.
MMKR also removing Elder Titan, a hero that Glort used a lot last time, have used the past 2 games. Glort, meanwhile, removing Nyx Assassin and Timbersaw, 2 heroes that MMKR both used last game and did very well with. I feel like MMKR drafted a lot better. I still am not. I feel like Bill has done well on the Pudge, but I just don't know if Pudge is the pick, is my concern.
Dire team ban.
MMKR go in for that Sand King. This is a gnarly support duo. SF immediately banned by Glort, and MMKR's draft is already looking quite tight. Well, at least they have a really good support duo, I should say. Quite tight. I'm sorry. I will admit fatigue after a 90-minute game and then a 50-minute game. I am a little bit tired.
5 seconds remaining.
Though it is good practice, and I love casting. It's always a blast, even if it is tiring, even if it takes up a lot of time. It is always fun, and these teams have not failed to deliver some fun Dota, and I'm really excited to see how this third game goes. Glort winning the slog of a game in game number 1, but lost last game, and again, I think that had a lot to do with MMKR just outright outdrafting Glort. MMKR also, yeah, it was just such an outdraft, it felt like. I don't think that Glort had any real answers, but now MMKR moving the Weaver and the Venge, while Glort take out 2 mids, Tinker and Shadow Shaman, or Shadow Fiend. Shadow Shaman was actually also banned out, but by MMKR. Glort picking up the Disruptor for themselves this time. Another very popular support hero. Meanwhile, MMKR with the second pick in this, they have both their supports, so they could run the Sand King as an off lane. There's some rare circumstances where you run around the SK mid. We'll just see what they want to do with it. I would love to see AA Sand King plus some core like a Gyro or even a Slark in like a tri lane. Someone that can like just capitalize on the damage, the control that they have. We'll see which direction MMKR want to go, though. Both teams have been running dual lanes mostly. We saw some more roaming come out from MMKR when they went that Nyx, and they've got the Abaddon now. Here you can leave alone fairly well. I like this pick a lot. I think you can... it survives getting hooked by the Pudge. OD is fairly good against it, though, since you can banish him during his ult. And then Underlord has just been a superstar offlaner. He did get a slight nerf to Dark Rift, but the hero, I imagine, still very powerful. Firestorm is amazing in lane. Atrophy Orb makes him hard to right-click down, and MMKR grab that Lifestealer. One of those heroes that can really just capitalize on the control that Sand King and AA bring to the table. Can capitalize on Chilling Touch, or Cold, I think it's Chilling Touch, that the AA can give him, and also the Abaddon Aura. Well, it's not really an aura, but the buff Abaddon can give out, like the Curse of Avernus, if he hits an enemy afflicted by Curse of Avernus, then he can just really wreak havoc on them. Also, one of the least bad carries against Underlord, since he can rage out of Firestorm, out of Pit of Malice. He's not going to get trapped and get bullied. He can also rage out of Disruptor's Glimpse. I think this pick is really wonderful for MMKR. Also, Lifestealer does well against Outward Devourer because he can rage through the orbs.
5 seconds remaining.
MMKR, I think, have a lot of flexibility with their mid pick, but they are against an OD, so want a strong mid, something like a Death Prophet. If they wanted more control, they could go for like a Puck. I personally really like the Death Prophet. Dragon Knight, also not a horrible option, but I think it'll lose to OD. Just good building hitter, but with the Abaddon, they'll hit buildings fine. Queen of Pain is an option if they want more damage. I personally, I'm going to put my imaginary coins on Death Prophet. MMKR taking their sweet time, trying to figure out what would be the ideal hero. If they lose this game, they are eliminated. Glort have really leaned heavily on this Pudge. But will it pay off in this third game? I was not impressed with it in the second game. In game 1, he had some really awesome hooks in game 1. Some potentially game-changing hooks on the Medusa, on the Legion, on the Jug. It was really impressive. But game 2, he just didn't pull his weight, it felt like, and MMKR go in with the Sniper as their final hero. Lanes fairly against the OD. I think Disruptor and Pudge are fairly good against Sniper, though.
Ten seconds remaining.
And Glort ending with the Phantom Lancer.
Choose your hero.
MMKR have okay heroes against it. Sand King, AA. But it could take over the game very easily. I like parts of each team's draft differently. I think the Underlord is a better offlaner than Abaddon. I think the OD is a better mid than Sniper. But I think this is a better Lifestealer game than a PL game. Lifestealer can go Radiance. Lifestealer can go Mjolnir, so can the Sniper, so they'll have some tools against it, but I think they have good heroes against Sniper. Pudge, Disruptor, Underlord is probably going to do really, really well in his safe lane, even if he... if they run an aggro try, he can die. If they run dual lanes, Underlord's not going to die. Neither is the Abaddon. I think aggro try is really the way for MMKR to dominate their lane. But this is the third and final game, and despite my exhaustion, despite my voice screaming at me to stop, we've got a game to cover. And now, on the side of MMKR, Obelisk repeating his performance on the Lifestealer. Saltwater Taffy playing Sniper himself this time after playing against it last game. Psychor on the Ice Cream Man, the Ancient Apparition. Thought playing the Abaddon. And 204 playing Sand King. Meanwhile, Kingslayer on Phantom Lancer. OD played by Explosion. Truthless playing the Disruptor with Pudge played by Bill. Again, the third game that he's played this hero. And Azza on his third different hero. I think most of these people have actually played different heroes. Azza playing the Underlord this game. Played the Axe last game. And played the... what was he that first game? It was all so long ago. Oh well. Starting the Atrophy Aura. Looks like they will have Pudge down here with him for a while. I think... yeah, both teams doing dual lanes again. Sand King does really well against Phantom Lancer in lane, thanks to Caustic. Sand King did just receive a nerf where Caustic does not proc off of denies.
This pleases the master.
To battle.
Go after master.
Sorry, I'm taking another tum.
This is quite exciting.
Trying to get the block in. No longer able to pull the off lane. Has resulted in a lot of people just dual laning. I feel like this is, for now, the superior option. I think there's a few offlaners that can solo. I think Underlord, Batrider because he can jungle. Azza, I think we'll be fine in this lane. I think Lifestealer is okay against Underlord though, because you can rage through Firestorm. Bill on the Pudge. I don't know. I still am not sold on this Pudge. Lifestealer does great against Pudge. I think this is a fine lane for Lifestealer, while this is going to be a somewhat difficult lane for the Phantom Lancer. Can at least spam out his Qs, but the shield harass going to be problematic for him. I don't think they can kill the Abaddon. I don't want to jinx it though, knock on wood. 204 getting bolted by Truthless. Just trying to tease this guy, maybe wants to pull the wave, but instead just seems to be trying to go for some harass, try to force this Disruptor through his regen. As at least getting XP. Both laners are getting XP. The Ancient Apparition getting ready to stack and then pull. I wonder, I don't think you can dispel. Yeah, so Abaddon's shield will not dispel Glimpse. There are some ways to disjoint Glimpse, but there's some weird interact. That spell is inconsistent. I know Puck's E, Phase Shift, does not stop it. Or it does, maybe it's the Yule's that doesn't. I don't remember. It's wacky, but Truthless, very low. Thought has a shield on him. Will it be enough damage, though? He doesn't want to dive. Now it's slow coming out. A good burrow strike to slow things down. Try to defend him from chasing any further. Thought has no mana to get that shield going. So King doing better in this lane than I had anticipated. Granted, it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds, so we really have yet to see how good or bad the lanes are going to be going for everybody. Bill has now found himself the pole. Abaddon. Could go Phase, could go Treads. I wonder if he's going to go Radiance. Again, I think there's a lot of item options to deal with this PL for MMKR. But for Glort are doing very well for themselves. I think they're doing all right. The mid is fairly even. I think it becomes more sniper favored as the lane goes on unless OD gets a gank, just because he's going to get harassed out. The range on Astral Imprisonment is so short that sniper's never going to be in range to get hit by it. And oh, they've TP'd the Lifestealer down here. They want to get a tri-lane going, leave this Abaddon to his own devices. They've got an open wounds. Azza getting low, a hook. Gonna catch the Lifestealer, not the hero that you want. The open wounds too. Bill may have cost him his own life. A burrow strike coming in too, and he's gonna die, hooking the wrong target. And first blood for Obelisk on the Lifestealer as their tri-lane just now coming to life as they TP the Lifestealer down, and he steals the life of that Pudge, who was just had the best intentions. He wanted to hook his Underlord, save the day. But the road to hell is paved with good intentions, so they say. He's now rotated towards mid. Maybe wants to try to find a gank on the sniper. Oh, you got to get that haste rune, buddy. 204 grabs it. So Rot not going to do anything. In a 1v1, this lane is not bad for PL. He can just poke from a distance with Spirit Lance. Abaddon does really, really well against heroes. Oh, mid, a good hook. Oh, it actually hits the sniper. A haste on 204, not going to help anything. Saltwater just trying to run. They don't have range for Glimpse. A hook up in just a few seconds. He pops his salve. Will the hook connect? They've got Underlord coming, but so is the Ancient Apparition. Firestorm, he wants to get the sniper. But now he needs to be careful himself. That hook, though, Bill could find one really easily, and he's standing in melee range. He needs to get away from that. The banish will set up for it. He actually dodges for that hook, though. And Lifestealer trying to help his teammates, but Sniper will eventually die, but they chase everybody down here. Now Zykor gets caught in the Pit of Malice. A value point in that, and he's going to die, too. Oh, will Obelisk get some sort of vengeance here? He's after his enemies, but they're so low health. But I don't know if he has the damage to 204, though. Has a burrow, hits Azza, a banish on one. Azza will pop to the Cosmic Finale, if nothing else. They don't get the AA just yet, and now they're after Truthless. He's slowed down. They've got open wounds, but they can't get in range for it. But the OD also going to be able to get away. A mess of an encounter there. Everyone roaming all over the place. It was a 1-for-1, I believe. I think they got Underlord for Sniper, so worthwhile, I think, for Glort. Sniper only level 5. OD also a bit behind, though. Sniper TP'd right back to his lane after he respawned. Abaddon doing okay in his lane. He's got reasonable farm, I think. Trying to harass with the shield, but needs to be careful about Kingslayer. He's letting himself get blocked by creeps, too. Is he going Vladimir's offering?
I'll take your tribute.
I'd much rather see Helm of the Dominator. I think Vlad's is just seriously outclassed by the Helm of the Dominator. And oh, Sand King, he's found. He's got a burrow strike. The hook hits him. He can run away with that burrow, and he gets down to the low ground. It should be fine. There's no glimpse. King starting to be bullied a little bit by the Abaddon. Abaddon Abaddon. Does the pronunciation really matter? Sniper out CSing this OD now too. For the cores, we see PL ahead of the Lifestealer. Thought getting low, gets hit by the lightning bolt. They see him, he's done for. One more strike, his life ends. A glimpse back, but they pop one. Now they're after somebody else. Kingslayer a little bit low, but I don't think they want that. A good slow, trying to get away from this Phantom Lancer. He does not have the mana to throw out a Q. But given a clarity by Bill, could quickly change. Abaddon TPing back to the lane. And a barely 1k gold lead at just 7 minutes for MMKR. The mid, I think, is the largest difference between these heroes. Sniper, 10 CS ahead of the OD. He's a little bit ahead level-wise, too. I think about half a level, about a full level almost, actually. Ancient Apparition, only level 3. Sniper, Sand King, they get a stun onto King. He doppels away. Do they find the real one? That's the correct. They see the answer, and he's done. Oh, wait. What? He juked him, but they got a burrow strike. Good try. Great effort. I thought that would have been embarrassing. Great effort from Kingslayer. But 204, that Sand King, too clever for your dirty tricks. An Invisible Disruptor, not as scary as a lot of other Invis heroes. Okay, maybe trap the Sniper inside a pin. Inside a kinetic field. Assassinate, harass. Oh, is that a death? He dodged with the banish. But OD is getting bullied by Saltwater. Fortunately for him, no shrapnel charges. No assassinate for a few seconds more, but Sand King going after Bill. He's slowed up in that Ice Vortex. The Cold Feet, it does hit. And the Caustic Finale to finish it. And they get one in the mid. That assassinate, not even necessary as the shrapnel gets him an immediate TP away from Truthless. Sniper just owning his lane, but the CS very even otherwise. The only lane that MMKR have a real advantage in is their mid lane. Their off lanes are fairly even. Their safe lanes are fairly even. A hook won't hit. But both offlaners getting fair amounts of, XP, getting fair amounts of farm, more than I think most offlaners are getting this patch. Just so much harder to get the wave to you.
You have my thanks.
Disruptor maybe trying to find a bounty rune instead. Is going to find Thought, who's going after Truthless. Truthless has a glimpse. He's slow though. Thankfully, he's got a kinetic field and a Spirit Lance to slow down 204, but Thought turns attention onto Kingslayer instead. That's a grander target. 204 himself could be in trouble. A hook, trying to find this sniper, but he's not going to walk into that one. Thought, you need to be careful, bud. The shield gets popped quickly. He's got his ultimate, and it is forced out, and he's going to back off. Illusion's chipping away, giving a little bit of healing, but nicely done from the PL to force that ult out. Abba got very, very little out of it. Lifestealer queuing up a Radiance. I think he's farming well enough for it. And he is at the top of the net worth, so not going to be a horrible Radiance. He's only 1,800 gold away. Can farm that in not super fast, but fairly quickly. Kinetic Field again preventing MMKR from pursuing any further. But mid OD, he's really struggling. The sniper at level 9, 2 levels ahead. They're going to need to babysit him, and they got Bill lurking around trying to protect this OD. Again, PL farming nicely. It's very even except for the mids. The mids are very far from each other, and actually it seems that OD farming quite nicely. He is about 500 gold ahead of the Abaddon. Who I think this is a Vlad's, and again I feel like Vladimir's is just worse than Helm of the Dominator at the moment, but there's some merit. Lifesteal, armor. And Azza, apparently not enough armor as he's gone on. Sand King 6 now with the Epicenter, can clear up some PL illusions pretty quick. And burst down and kill up a PL real quick, but it looks like Saltwater on the run trying to get away. He is fairly low. And now the OD himself in trouble, has a defensive banish. Probably still going to die. I don't know if you want to walk into melee range of that, buddy. Yeah, that was a huge misplay from Saltwater. No reason for him to die right there. Oh, great glimpse. Sending Sand King back into the mid. Saltwater didn't need to walk into melee range of that. OD has no Force Staff, no Blink. However, Abaddon going to get this tower. It should be denied. Nope, the Catapult gets it. So first tower of the game dying. 1 for 1. Definitely favorable to Glort. OD didn't get anything out of that, but the supports did. PL taking the attack speed talent. What do I feel like his talent's changed? They didn't. I'm just an idiot. Speaking of sniper, cooldown. I don't really approve of that. I think the damage is probably better. Maybe he's trying to go for like a more spellcasty sniper, get more shrapnel charges, get shrapnel DPS. Because I mean, 100 damage per second is not anything to really scoff at. But Livestealer are actually dying from a dive with the help of the OD, Azza, and the Truthless on the Disruptor. Managed to kill him off. And another kill looks like it's coming the way, and Saltwater. And they deny that mid. Great rotation so far. He's winding that epicenter up. He's going to get it off the Static Storm. Not in time. Truthless should die to this, or will he? The Caustic Finale probably going to finish him off. We'll pop Bill getting slowed up by the OD. Gets a banish off onto AA, who did slow up the Pudge, but will Sand King survive. Now it's AA on the run. He's level 5 PL here with the Spirit Lance and Ancient Apparition. Nothing but a ghost. Suddenly, the past minute and a half has been excellent for Glort. Okay. Glort able to kill the sniper twice. They get the AA. They get the Sand King. They get the Life Stealer. Really wonderful timing for them. Will they be able to make any more of anything else happen after that couple minutes of real victory for them? The XP lead now in their favor by about 1k. Gold pretty much dead even. Pudge with an Arcane Rune. See if he makes use of it. Shrapnel coming down. Trying to slow up this OD. He's got a defensive banish. I don't know if that's really so smart against this guy. Truthless getting really, really low. Good couple more right clicks will get him. It comes back, but popped by Saltwater. A hook, and now Abaddon hunting down Explosion. Got Shrapnel again, too. He throws it down. They spot the OD. He's taking a little bit of damage from that, but Bill pays with his life and a double kill for Saltwater. And an assassination. Gets Explosion low, but he will survive.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
However, PL continuing to farm forward as Diffusal already finished, and now wants to get a Manta style. Yasha will make his damage very, very high. So we'll see if MMKR will be able to advance at all. This PL could easily overwhelm them, but it looks like Obelisk has just got his relic. Well, if he gets this creep. Now he has his relic. So only 1k gold, 1300 gold away from Radiance. Not going to take much time at all. The Epicenter getting King fairly low, but he is rather tanky. And now that he sees the Sand King's out of mana, perhaps he wants to turn his attention back onto it, but no, going to back off. Doesn't really know who's around. Actually, he does. And yeah, he went Helm of the Dominator. Okay. That looked like a Vlad's. And also queued up a Radiance of his own. That's probably a misplay. Just go... I don't know. I don't see a ton of Abaddon these days. But he could get SNY, he could get a Basher, he could get a Blink, he could get Ags. I don't think he needs the Radiance of his own because they already got one going on the Lifestealer. They don't stack. Hook, not going to hit Obelisk. AA Blast, also going to miss everybody. If that had hit, maybe they would have tried to go on something. Sniper needs to be careful around this PL, though. That's scary biz. Just remember, on Lifestealer, he fortunately did have Rage, a good Burrow Strike. Now Sandstorm trying to get some damage out the open wound, stealing up Obelisk, a Banish, defending that Pudge. No, Obelisk getting extremely low, just barely infest in time. I put a Malice on one. He jumps out of that creep, trying to get back into the fray, or perhaps try to escape. And now Explosion going to die to Saltwater's happy with the right clicks. The Ice Blast flying forward. It doesn't even graze Azza, or does it? It does not, but he is very slow. Will he get stunned by this? He is going to walk that off to the Assassinate. The Shrapnel taking him down a little bit lower. He's taking a ton of damage, takes bonus magic damage thanks to the Ice Vortex. But do they have it? They really want it, and they won't get it. Azza should be okay. Saltwater, buddy. However, they do get a stun onto Pudge, and an Assassinate onto him is much easier to land than some right clicks on the... Oh, and he's going to pop the Caustic, not able to deny himself.
Lives like grains of sand.
Glimpse back, could have maybe got a kill off that. Good Burrow Strike coming out. Saltwater needs to be careful. And yeah, Sniper took a long time to get any points in this headshot. I don't care for that. It looks like he wants to be like a spell damagey Sniper, but it just, it's not worth it. Or at least in his talents, he's going to go that kind of build. They're grouping up for the Shrine. Lifestealer's coming. Value Shrine on 4 heroes. And Lifestealer almost has that Radiance, so going to be a really nice pickup for him. Will really make the PL's day much, much harder. Even the OD suffers against that. Oh, they find him. Pit of Malice coming in. He's got the Rage. Able to walk away. Shrapnel slows up too. Azza getting low. Ice Blast zipping forward. Missing. The Uberlord's ult coming in. The Dark Portal. Not going to get away. And now Thought getting the hits onto enemy heroes, but they actually move him a bit closer to them, or at least not as far as they probably would have hoped. But Thought needs to be careful. He has his ultimate, getting very aggressive with those shields too. He wants to get the fight, keep the fight going. The ult coming out onto this OD. He does dodge it. The Mortal Coil also dodged the Shrapnel to slow him down, give him some more chip damage. He wants to get as much as he can and just force them back. The Shrapnel really, the Abaddon making things incredibly uncomfortable. The Static Storm not going to connect onto anybody. They got a glimpse, but I think you just killed yourself with that glimpse. He raged it away though, and Truth is just going to get right clicked to death by Saltwater, and Pudge not able to find any sort of retribution with the hooks. Unfortunately, we only see the Disruptor kill, but PL at the top of the net worth. Is Yasha done? Sand King here to try to slow the push down with the Sandstorm. It's only rank 1 though. Probably more value to get those right clicks, but a Burrow Strike wipes the wave. And now Radiance done on the Lifestealer. He's going to be a hard target, has that evasion going, and just going to get even more difficult to kill as the game progresses. Saltwater Taffy. Hurricane Pike after a Maelstrom. I can't tell if Maelstrom is better or worse for Sniper after it no longer gives attack speed. It's more damage though, I think. So, trying to keep the creep wave clear. His Maelstrom on the way. That's a magic damage on this guy. Gotta be careful for Bill's hooks, though.
A gift from the tempest of illusion.
Obelisk after Solar Crest next. Even more, like, kind of stacking the evasion, but it's interesting in the way that they do stack, because Radiance doesn't give him evasion as it gives other heroes mischance. So with Solar Crest, you're gonna have to go through the mischance and the dodge, or like, and the dodge, the evasion. He's got to get that rage off right away. He's trying to get away, but taking a lot of damage from the right clicks. The Radiance doing some serious work. He has an infest, but not able to get it off in time.
I was the harbinger of that.
That doesn't kill anybody. Kingslayer should survive. It's only a rank 1 AA ult. And look at the damage this guy did. Just with that Radiance ticking. If he was able to infest or had teammates nearby that would have got him, but an excellent, it would have been able to turn that, but an excellent kill for Glort. Finding that Lifestealer, keeping him down, keeping Kingslayer ahead as much as they can. I don't know if they should be going for smoke ganks right now. They should probably just shrine PL fairly low. A fight would probably end the second it began. Pink's coming out. I think they know where everybody is after that. This ward also going to scout PL farming. Kingslayer level 15. Took the 250 health talent. Trying to tank up a little bit. And will be fairly tanky soon. He's going to have that Manta complete. Speaking of tanking up, Hooded Defiance done on the OD. Will make him much more durable against Shrapnels, against Radiance, against everything Sand King does. Oh, they found King. He's low. Lifestealer infested in. Do they get him? He's able to jump away, but I don't think he's going to get away from this. They see the real one. He's burning down and popped by 204. 204, not a 0. Hurricane Pike finished on the OD. He had the ult wound, but canceled it. The Dark Rift. Abaddon after a Heaven's Halberd, and that's just great. This game gives him evasion against the Phantom Lancer, makes him, he can disarm the OD, which just ruins that hero. I'm pretty sure against range heroes as an extended disarm. And speaking of disarming, Azza is dismembered. But the Heaven's Halberd disarm is very, very good on range, I believe. It lasts longer. Yeah, 5 seconds. OD unable to attack for 5 seconds. That is crippling against him. Even if they don't get it on PL, that removes OD from the fight, really. He's got Astral Imprisonment, I guess, but I'm not sure how much that really contributes. And now it's MMKR starting to hit his tier 2s. And we'll claim this tier 2 in the mid lane. Burrow Strike, Disruptor, bailed out by his friend. Bill has hit some great hooks this series. Again, I just don't know if Pudge is the hero that they need it. Like, he's done well with it, but I don't know if that's what they need. OD going to be backing off, seeing enemy heroes rotating towards them unless they smoked. They have not, so we should see this coming. So does the rest of his team in 204. Nice hook from Bill, but a Burrow Strike instantly, and they turn his attention right onto this Pudge. Good defensive banish. Obelisk in deep. They're very far in. Thought also trying to get aggressive. The Assassinate won't kill Truthless, but will get him very, very low. And speaking of low, Obelisk getting incredibly low. The Ice Blast flies forward, but Kingslayer dodging with the juxtaposition. And the OD ult flying out. Glort Azza going to kill off one, but MMKR's Saltwater gets a kill. However, Kingslayer finds a high-value target himself. The Firestorm takes him down, and it's Azza getting that double. And MMKR diving way too deep against these guys. Punished accordingly as Glort drag the gold back in their favor. We don't see that ABBA kill, but that's at least a 2.2, probably a 2.2k gold swing. Their favor XP 3.4-ish, 3.2-ish. And MMKR are going to be really struggling against this Phantom Lancer, who's now completed his Manta style and can get the Reaver soon for his Heart of Taras. Guardian Greaves on the on this Underlord will help his team survive a lot of damage, make it even more difficult to kill people with Assassinates. Okay, so we did go attack speed. It's so weird to me he went cooldown reduction, but not shrapnel DPS, and then didn't take damage. And, it's okay. I don't care for the Thunderstrike damage talent. It's fine. I mean, it's okay. 200 health might be better this game. But now it's Underlord's second on net worth ahead of both Sniper and Lifestealer. Seeing this hero really kind of shine as to why everyone plays it, why it's so strong right now. One of the more favorable offlaners. I'm curious to see in Epicenter if we see him kind of replaced. I mean, Pangolier just got several nerfs. They weren't devastating nerfs, but I wonder if people are going to start playing that hero now that they've been able to play it in scrims. Only Mineski played it last time. Obelisk will be building a Sage and Yasha. Took the move speed talent. Definitely better this game than the damage talent, I think. OD, speaking of talents, just hitting 15. Grabs move speed himself. They just need to be able to chase people down. Pudge has armor. Great choice against the Sniper and the Lifestealer, but there's a fair mix of magic damage in there. Sandkin getting infested in.
Dire's bottom tower is in turmoil.
But they won't be able to get anybody. AA just hit 6 or 11, and ooh, they get a grab onto this Abaddon. He's trying to TP away. Do they actually not have any way to cancel this? Was Glimpse on cooldown? It might have been, but they could have glimpsed him to stop that. Huh. Thought. Be gone. He's gone. That tier 2 getting low, the last tier 2 on the map, and I think really the towers is what's keeping MMKR ahead. Otherwise, they would definitely be behind. This Phantom Lancer is getting really, really scary. MMKR got way, 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 way too aggressive in that last fight, fighting behind a tier 2. They just got pincered. Like, they had 2 heroes fighting here, running this way. Everyone else is kind of over here, trying to figure out what to do. OD is up here. It was just a mess for them. And I feel like MMKR definitely are, even though they're only 1k ahead, I think their team looks a bit stronger in fights if they fight properly. And an Invis Rune on Pudge may make that difficult, as Saltwater could be really far out of position. 204 gets a Burrow Strike off, but now needs to be careful. The Arcane Orbs, this Pudge still lurking. They don't have detection for him. But Pudge himself just going to have to walk away. I don't think he wants to go in on that, and it seems neither does MMKR.
Radiant's middle tower is not safe. Dire's bottom
Thought
tower is
it's
under
just
attack.
splitting.
Radiant's middle tower may need a hand.
Forces fortification and a TP from Phantom Lancer. Pretty respectable in the space creation department, but now Pudge is here. Might cost him his life. He can buy the Talisman of Evasion. Do it, friend. Shame. Definitely could have bought that. Gets glimpsed. His ult triggered. Pudge hasn't had to use his ult yet. A banish coming out too. Will probably pop at the exact moment his ult ends, so he should die to that. Lost a little bit of gold unnecessarily, I think. Not a ton. It was like 300. But could have bought out right here. Speaking of buying out, Heart of Harass complete on this Phantom Lancer. He is a tough cookie to crack. Though, if anyone can do it, it's Lifesteal with Feast, 7.5% of it. Of his current HP, so it can get him down low pretty quickly. PL has now got his more illusions, and once he gets 25, this hero is terrifying. The crit chance on PL is devastating, and now he's going to be going for a Butterfly 2. Nullifier is a hard item to use on Phantom Lancer. This AA with the Midas and the GPM talent shouldn't take him too much longer to get that Ags. It'll probably be another 10 minutes.
Double damage.
A Shadow Blade on the Sniper. Some mobility, some escapability, but is there dust on anybody? I don't see it yet. They've got a couple sentries. Heaven's Halberd done on Abaddon. Be more difficult to kill now. While Sniper
Radiant's bottom tower
seems he wants to get a Molnir and then a Daedalus. I would like to see one defensive item, like a BKB would be amazing this game. A Butterfly would also be good. Doesn't mean they're not in the cards, but I feel like this whole series has been defined by the fact that none of these carries prioritize defensive items at all. They all build just like full damage. The closest thing to defensive items they get is like Hurricane Pikes, Rod of Atos, and Heart. They give HP, you know. But nothing like BKB, nothing like Lincoln's. However, I think the PL with the with the Heart is going to be just fine. And ooh, a hook. They get the Sand King, and it's like 204, getting very low. Sandy comes to finish him off. An Ice Blast zipping in, a ton of damage, hitting on several heroes. Truthless going to go down to that Assassinate. The Guardian Greaves won't help anybody thanks to AA Blast, stopping people from getting any healing at all. They get one, and Abaddon just continues his split push game. TPing back towards mid. Maybe they want to try to do something together now. I think MMKR kill Roche faster than Glort. Lifestealer, Abaddon, Sniper. OD hits it okay. PL hits it decent now that his illusions don't just die. Rod of Atos on OD means they've got a little bit more control, can set up for hooks. Soon these hooks will be coming from miles away as Pudge closes in on an Aether, only about 300 gold away from the recipe, and can farm that pretty quick thanks to Rot. Huh.
To my house.
Infested in 204 is the Lifestealer. Will they find anything though? They've got an Aether Lens on the Sand King as well as this Blink Dagger. He's queued up a Force Staff. They're trying to bait with this Abaddon perhaps, but the smoke will not last that long. And most dire heroes are situated at top, not eager to get a fight going. And got a couple people smoked. Truthless spotted now, killing a ward. And his put right inside that ward, but fortunately he catches theirs. Dire scanning. Don't want to get jumped. They know they got to be smoked. But Radiant just going to miss this one. Ooh, buddy, you got to be careful. Shrapnel. He still needs to be really careful. Plinking away at this creep wave. He'll get it, but now getting gone on by supports. They have no detection. He placed all his wards. They can see him because of the bolt. And now Pudge he's done for. Bill just wanted to get a kill, but they killed Bill. Bill was killed. I'm sorry, that was bad, but a massive creep wave bot as Abaddon just splitting up, and Lifestealer also just pushing in very, very far. But Kingslayer finds himself a kill up top. And he's got 5k gold ahead of the sniper. This guy is just going off. It feels strange to me that MMKR have not grouped. Have not really. The one, I guess they were probably just waited because they had that one group up here and they just got massacred. But that was because they died behind a tier 2 tower. They had no one. Like if their whole team had dived back, maybe. But they had 3 heroes here. They had 2 heroes here. It was really awkward. And Lifestealer going the open wounds lifesteal. I would have thought he would have gone the evasion this game, but against OD and PL. Seems he values that healing though, and it's great against like Pudge. Also helps the team. Sniper can heal from it. Abba can heal from it, so it's good. Abba going for a Lotus Orb next. Counter those banishes. These vanishes, those members with dismembers. It's like fighting fire with fire. Radiant scanned out a few heroes. We're there nearby.
This will come in handy.
Molnir now complete on Sniper means they can cut through the PL army very fast. But Sniper very fragile, so I worry for his survivability going forward, especially if PL gets on him. Uh-oh, Lifestealer Obelisk, the hook won't hit, but they get the banish off explosion really once it. He rages, can probably just TP out, should be just in time. So they're getting plinked at by Sniper. And a good burrow strike. Could they get a kill on this guy? He's very, very tanky. He doubles down to the high ground. Ice Blast will hit the Assassinate, picking him down. He can't use that regen either, thanks to AA Blast. The Shrapnel flying forward, but it goes the wrong way, or not far enough, I should say. He's under a shrine. Can heal now. Assassinate disjointed thanks to the Doppelganger. So he's just such a hard hero to actually kill. A good Ice Blast, though, prevents him from regenning and maybe turning that as his teammates return. But he is back to full anyway because of a Heart of Tarrasque. Also, he can probably buy... He can buy his... Yeah, he's just going to go right for the Butterfly. And I don't know. They don't have MKB, but there is a... They do have Headshot procs and Molnir procs, which is probably pretty similar-ish to getting that. Both pierce evasion. So he has a 40% chance to hit a hero through their evasion. The math on that's kind of weird. But Kingslayer is almost 6-slotted. This guy has 2 more items he can really get before he gets like the secondary items like Moonshard. He can get Travels, and then he can get Eye of Scotty, which is his next item. OD at bot with a Dark Rift going after Thought. How many people are they bringing? They bring the whole squad. And now he's banished. He does have his ult. They're all there. He's got that going on. The borrowed time, but that's really all it is. Sniper TPing up, gets the shrapnel going, trying to right-click people down. Abba healed up the full, and Bill getting very, very low, but the Firestorm going to take him down. He's trying to keep them there, and the Ice Blast flies forward. The Epicenter 2, Truth is going to die. The Ice Blast will hit, and now it seems that the OD will die too. But Sniper, how's he doing? Gets a double kill for Explosion as he gets that ult off the Cindy's eclipsing 2. And now Azza getting low. He's already Dark Rifted in, and Kingslayer is there too, but can he fight more? The sniper and the lifestealer are here. They invest out. Kingslayer getting low, doppling away. They see him. They know that's the real one. He's slowed up with the defusal. The assassinate pinks him, and it's 5 for 2, and MMKR just dominate that exchange. That Abaddon borrowing a whole lot of time, and really it turned into a purchase as he just stayed alive for what seemed like an eternity, and Sniper comfortably just gets to hang out and right-click people to death. MMKR, a much-needed victory for them in that encounter. Lifestealer. I think this is Badger? Monkey. It could be the new recipe for Monkey King Bar 2. Yeah, okay. So he's going for an MKB. Starting to hit this tier 3. There is fortification available. Sniper just chipping. Needs to be careful. Could get glimpsed from a long range. AA with that Aghanim Scepter now. That's 17 seconds, or is it 13 seconds? 17 seconds of no healing, so no heart, of possibly being executed. And now they might want to go for Roshan. They disarmed him. Obelisk trying to buy that, finish that MKB. That means he will actually buy back for it too. So yeah, this guy is rolling in it. Gold just flying back in favor of MKR despite being very even most of the game, and XP also soaring up to them. This game incredibly close, probably the closest of the 3 games so far. 204 is spotted. He gets dismembered right away. Can he get a burrow strike off in time? He's hiding, but underneath a ward. But Saltwater kills one, so it's a 1-for-1 for now, and they can't really chase through that shrapnel. PL also not nearby. I think 1-for-1. I guess it favors Glort. They had more heroes close to the AoE gold. Roche still mostly healthy. And they did kill PL, which is impressive. I find that impressive. Pipe done on Underlord will be great against Mjolnir procs, the Radiance, and the AA Blast, but there's so many ways to get through it. It just like, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's 500 effective HP against a lot of stuff, which is so valuable for the Disruptor, who that's like a 50% increase in his survivability. As it with Greaves, level 20 health regen. I don't love the Atrophy Ore talent. Just, it only works when heroes die, and it's only 15 damage. So it's not, I feel like the catch range is probably better. Oh, 204, gets a burst strike, doesn't hit anybody though. The Infest immediately coming out, Truth is getting low, just popped immediately, taking too much damage. Kingslayer disarmed, he tries to push it off the Manta, but he just can't. The hook doesn't hit him, and he's going to doppelganger away. Daza going to die already though. OD trying to get that damage out. He's got the Sanity's Eclipse, but is it going to be enough damage? He's not stolen a ton of int, but has 160 int. The Kingslayer getting planked by this Assassinate. An attempted slaying of the Slayer. Oh, a hook onto this Lifestealer. I don't know if that's the hero they want to get snapper, but immediate cancel. Burst strike forward. Kingslayer still healthy, but this OD going to pop underneath that Radiance. And thanks to that AA Blast. Kingslayer all by himself underneath this. He's getting so low too. And it looks like this tier 3 will definitely die. And if it's not just the tier 3, it's probably Rax. And oh, a hook onto Abaddon. Not really the hero that you want to get hooked. He's got his ult going, and now, oh, Kingslayer very, very low. Doppelganger's away. Bill going to pop after that buyback, and it's a dieback for him. 4 heroes dead. They've got Disruptor coming back in just 1 second, and they can turn their attention to even more Rax. I think they should. He's just starting to hit tier 4s. Wants to get it low, and Obelisk trying to end this game. I don't know if they have the damage to do so. They need a creep wave to really finish it, but they could probably get this tier 3. Fortification available for the Dire. They killed Truthless again after just immediately respawning. Obelisk trying to fight up a burst strike onto Kingslayer. Ice Blast coming in. He has to dodge. If he doesn't, he's in trouble. He lands in it. He's got the debuff, so he can't heal. Inside the fountain, that's 17 seconds that he just doesn't really feel like he's going to be able to do anything. He can't really defend with that debuff on him. It's too risky. He could die so quickly. And now it seems another lane of Rax will be claimed. And MMKR taking advantage as Glort has 2 lanes of Rax and any semblance of a gold lead or anything close to a gold lead that they had. They might go for Abba. He's got his ult back up again, and Sniper gets to hang out in the back line and just snipe people, as the name suggests. Ice Blast. Kingslayer not hit by it. And the final tier 3 also going to go down. And that is one hell of a gold swing. They really want to get Obelisk, but I just don't think that they will. Saltwater. Now with the shrines, they're building even more lead. He's at the top of the net worth, catching up to that PL, and so did the Lifestealer. The OD too far behind to really compete with these two. He's going to need a great Sanity's Eclipse to really turn the tide of a fight, but I just don't know if they've got it in them. A Lotus Dawn on Abaddon, another defensive option for the heroes. And Sniper has a Chrysalis soon, or really the full Daedalus soon. Kaya done on the Ancient Apparition. He really wants to contribute to the damage to the best of his ability. He Ice Blast forward into the pit. Really bad time. Kingslayer gets spotted in there. They know where they are. They need to get out. A hook onto 204. I don't know if you want to hook this guy, though. They've got another hook. Spirit Lances fly out. A Lotus Orb purging off the slow. Uh-oh, Disruptor. You're in deep, my friend. Soul Kiras also finished on Lifestealer just shortly after his MKB. He's got another 2K queued up. I don't know. I guess he really wanted to get back out the fight faster. Wonder if he knows about the lingering fountain regen. Sorry. Didn't mean to flame. Oh, this could be a really good position for the Disruptor, though. Unfortunately, no Static Storm. He throws down the kinetic field. Do they know where he is? They're pinging it out. They think that he's over here somewhere. But the angle of that should tip them off that he's got to be around here. He's still close. AA might see him. He found him. Glimpse, and oh, Truth, you're going to get 1v1 by this AA, my friend. Or really, it's a 3v1, not a 1v1. That's not fair. Truthless is toothless, just threatening them with his presence, but without a Static Storm, his team not likely to be able to follow up, and Pudge getting a hook on not the ideal hero, Abaddon. And now it's Roshan getting low, and an Aegis to be put in the bag of Obelisk. Only one lane of racks left. Buyback status. PL has it, but OD does not. And I think it's just the PL on Dire. And Disruptor. So two decent heroes to have the buybacks on, but I just don't know. MMKR looking so strong going forward, and they're 18k gold ahead. Look at this graph. It was so even for so long. But MMKR saw an opportunity, and they really, really made the most of it. The PL Illusion Army not getting to live for very long up against the Mjolnir, the Radiance, even the Ice Blast. They know what they're after. It's this Rax. Thought shielding himself. Rod of Atos. Truthless basically dead in just a couple of seconds, a couple of hits. As it going in deep, the Epicenter channeling, it is not going to be able to get into very many heroes thanks to that Pit of Malice, but they've already lost their Underlord, and now they're after Bill. Bill getting shimmy low, gets clicked to death by Saltwater. He gets a double kill, and now it's King on the run. He's so low, but a beautiful Static Storm and a beautiful pit trapping them in, but the Assassinate pops another. It's a third hero dead. And now it's OD 4 heroes. Could it be a rampage for this Sniper? He's after King. They see him, and King just doesn't want to give him that rampage. They get him stunned up. But Sniper is able to get close, but they call it GG. And a spectacular end to this game. And it was so close for so long.
Now where were we?
But Glort, one misstep, and MMKR just punished them and end the game. Doppelganger and King just needs to live to not give the rampage, and that's exactly what will happen. So a small victory for him. But this finds Glort eliminated from AD2l Season 20 Contender League playoffs, while MMKR, Meow Meow Kitty Rangers, will advance forward in the playoffs. We'll see them next week. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast, and congratulations to MMKR winning 2-1 despite a crushing defeat in their Techies game after a near 90-minute slog. But they did come out on top in the end of the series. One loss. You know, they lost the battle, won the war. But they have a long road ahead of them if they want to win the AD2l Season 20 Contender League. So I'll be back tomorrow night with another best of 3 in the Contender League.